Welcome back to the AB Scout Project. I'm Krieger. This is Alpha Bravo, and today we're going to start off with the Legacy Shadow Striker. And she looks alright. You can tell they just did a sideburn body and a Shadow Striker head, which, it was the original Shadow Striker was just sideburn recolored. Take a look around here, cleans up pretty well, except for the car top on the arm, but that, of course, is to homage the original mold. You've got sideburn here. And you can see, I think they pretty much wanted to use this as a sideburn pre-tool, honestly. You can see it's definitely a lot less kibble. A lot less clunky. But yeah. Comes with a gun. And this plate, which you can kind of simulate the old way the old mold used to fire. Yeah, I just kind of keep that tabbed into the arm. The gun can be stored in the flap underneath here with a little side post there. So yeah, there you have it. It's actually pretty stable, pretty sturdy. Like I said, not very hollow. So overall, as a figure, not too bad. Let's go ahead and take a look at the car mode. And here we have Shadow Striker in her car mode, and they made it look kind of like a cross between the original Sideburn and her Cyberverse alt mode, so I'll give him that. So, not too bad. Packs away pretty well underneath there. So yeah, rolls pretty well. We'll bring in Sideburn here, and you can see the only thing that's carried over was the engine block. But yeah, they did what they could. I still think they're going to make this into Sideburn later, but that's beside the point. Just give it a 360 here so you can see everything. Of course, my Sideburns, I'm missing my gun back there, so he doesn't have a tail. Anyway. But yeah, not a lot to say. Blocky, chunky. Looks like Cyberverse car. Yeah, everything stores on there. The tail plate is the shield, and you have the gun on top. Yeah, nothing else much to say. So, let's go ahead and give our final thoughts. So, is this our new IDW G1 Shadow Striker? Now, before I'd said you're going to need a custom for her, and I'm going to say this is a good stand-in until you can make that custom, because this is definitely a Sideburn pre-tool and not a Shadow Striker, just because the body look is completely different for the Cyberverse and for the new 2019 IDW comic series. So, yeah. So, a good stand-in, but you're still going to need a custom for a good one. Alright, let's go to the next one. And finally for today, we're looking at Bombshell. And this guy actually looks really good. Again, not a lot of kibble, pretty solid, just a little bit of hollowness, not a lot. Pretty good, I like him a lot. My only complaint would be the fact that this is independent of the head, and you can just crank it back all the way if you wanted to. I kind of wish they'd put like some sort of limiter there. I mean, you might flip that up as a kind of limiter, but it just kind of goes with it. So you kind of got to make your judgment of where you want to set it and, leave it there. Comes with his gun. Comes with these two little guns. The tab in under here, and you just might as well just leave them there, because they can stay there for transformation, and that's where they go in bug mode. So yeah, they just wind up being attachments. So yeah, let's go ahead and bring in the current winner. And you can see that, it is more cartoon accurate that he has all gray head, but I kind of like the look of this one better. And of the Legend scale Insecticons, I honestly think that the Bombshell was the best out of all of them. I mean, you still have the legs sticking back there and things, but I thought this was the best of the bunch. So it's pretty hard pressed to beat. And again, you still have the scale issued where this is Masterpiece scale, where this is actual Chug scale. So, yeah. Anyway, while we're talking the Insecticons, let's go ahead and bring in the other two so you can see how the whole group looks together. If I get kick back to stand, bring in Shrapnel, and get Shrapnel to stand. Nobody wants to stand for it. Anyway, there we go. And there we have all three of the Legacy Insecticons. And as a group, they look pretty good. And like I said, they're all masterpiece scale. And I have violated scale lately, mostly for like the brawn and things like that, for things that should be a lot shorter. And the Insecticons can mass displace, so it's a tough choice. So we'll talk about that at the end. Alright, let's look at the bug mode. And here we have Bombshell in his bug mode. Looks very G1 accurate. Not at all bug accurate. Storage up here for his gun, and the other two guns still stay in the arm. They stay there the whole time. Now, the instructions tell you that you want to have his arms turned like this and installed. But there's actually a cutout here that clears the hex of the 5mm port here. And also this tab can go into this slot here. So you can actually mount the arms either way. I'd rather have it just out that way and have the legs stick out like that instead of being underneath and straight out. So, yeah, there's some options there, but the instructions tell you the other way. I like it this way better. Bring in our Titan's Return. And you see the Titan's Return, they try to go for a more true beetle-like shape in legs. So, give it a quick spin. So for alt mode accuracy, you can give it to the Legacy. But this one is still good. And like I said, still the best of the legend sized. Alright. Let's bring in the other Insecticons. See how they all look together. And I think they look pretty good together. I mean, they're all coordinated. They all have transparent chests, and the colors are coordinated. The plastic colors, and yeah. So they look good together. Alright, let's go to our final deliberation. So is this our new IDW G1 Bombshell? I'm still pretty torn. I mean, I don't like the head cover thing, but it is screen accurate. It's not the right scale, but the whole set looks a lot better together because all the chest matches between all the Legacy. So, it's a hard decision. But I really like this one, so I'm going to go ahead and stick with my guns and say, get this for your Masterpiece shelf to get you a cheap set of good-looking Insecticons for your Masterpiece shelf, and keep the original Legends versions for your Chug Insecticons. But if you want to go with the Deluxes as your Chug Insecticons, you can make it make sense. Because like I said before, they do mass displays depending on how much they ate in the cartoon. So you could have a bigger, up to combiner size at one point Shrapnel got. So yeah, you could say, yeah, they're moderately fed. So they got into the deluxe class. So you can make it work. I think I'm going to stick with the Legend scale and put these on my Masterpiece shelf. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up. And that's it for today. Thank you for joining us today on the AB Scale Project. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, ring that bell, and I'll see y'all later.